Alright guys, before we get started, I'd like to thank those of you who have hit the like button and also those of you who have commented on every video that they've watched, because it's so important for our engagement and for actually getting the word out, and it brings this content to new people. And if you're new and you haven't already, make sure to do it. Click on the little red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join the League of Mad Cat Artists. Let's get great together day by day. Let's start drawing. Hello everyone and welcome to Mad Cat Art Series. In today's episode we're going to be drawing Doc Ock right out of the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man. We're going to go through the process of every single step of what it takes for me to achieve a certain piece of artwork. Let's get started. So when I start a cover or any kind of comic book pages, I start with what they call thumbnails. These are basically small little examples of what I'm going to be drawing. And I draw different variations, different angles, different scenes, but the same concept, just to get an idea of what exactly I want, what kind of emotion I want. There's not a lot of detail here. This is simply getting an idea from my mind to the page. Next, what I'll do is I'll frame the image artwork in the paneling that I'm going to be using, and then I'll decide which scene I want to go with. Now once I've got my idea locked down, I start doing what I like to call source material. I'll draw their faces in different fashions, their costumes, things that I don't know for sure or don't remember. This way I have something to refer to. So here you'll notice that I'm drawing two heads, and they're basically Dr. Octopus faces. And the reason why I did this is because I don't know his character, and I want to make sure to capture at least the essence of what he looks like. This way when I draw him, even though I'm not going to draw him exactly the way one artist or another artist does, when you see my Doc Ock, you'll know who he is exactly. So now we can start the drawing. I'm basically roughing out my image. I already know which one I'm going with, which was the first sketch I did. When drawing Doc Ock, I realized that my first sketch was really thin. And again, it's just a thumbnail for me to follow. So I started giving him a little bit more thickness. And again, this is just kind of rough sketching the Doc Ock. Now I'm giving it a little more detail. I'm giving him some facial detail. Starting to draw the tentacles. You'll notice that I'm using a technique called foreshortening. This technique takes a little time to get used to and also a lot of practice, but with time and practice you'll get better at it. So here I'm just drawing one of the claws, and now I'm starting to give more muscular shape to my Doc Ock character. Again, practicing anatomy is going to be your friend, guys. I can't stress that enough. I probably will say that over and over and over, but it's so true. I really do find myself practicing anatomy. It really does help you when you're having, issues with certain positions. Now, this drawing of Doc Ock kind of has him in 3D space where, you're seeing a foreshortened body. This is very tough to do, and I know it's not going to be easy for a lot of folks. Some people, they really catch the idea of it really quickly. It's something that takes a little time. Same with like the pants and, all the different wrinkles in the pants. This is going to take you some time. It takes a while to learn, the nature of how a pants creases itself, unless you're really good at remembering how things look, and that'll help. But again, practice is going to be your friend. Here I'm adding a little bit more detail to the face, trying to define his features a little bit more, and just want this Doc Ock to kind of have this menacing grin, as he's about to do something devious, leader of the Sinister Six. He's about to join the gang and explain his plan. When you're drawing the tentacles, they're a mechanical device. At times you'll find issue with, the foreshortening or, certain shapes. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. And I'll go back and I'll fix things too. So, I'll be looking at the video and go, oh, that's wrong. Those kind of things. So, I am not perfect. I'm far from it, but I do pride myself in the fact that I try very hard, and I'll go back, and if I have to redo something, I will. This just takes a little time. And studying the way metal is drawn in comics will help you, because there's a lot of shortcuts that a lot of the greats used, like, you know, Jack Kirby was probably one of my favorite. If you go back and look at some of Jack's work, you'll find that he's amazing at drawing metal, or maybe I should say reflective surfaces. John Buscemi, who was really popular for drawing Silver Surfer and Conan the Barbarian, also an amazing artist. Well, that about wraps up this segment in the process of how to take a concept from idea to a finished pencil product. Stay tuned for part 2, which will conclude this image in the final inkwork. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that notification button so that you can be notified when a new video is posted. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time, and until then, keep drawing.